Did you know that Puebla is home to a gem of new Spanish Baroque, considered the eighth wonder of the world? Today, I'm taking you to discover the Rosary Chapel, an architectural treasure that will leave you speechless. Stay until the end and get ready to fall in love with Puebla. The Rosary Chapel is a masterpiece of new Spanish Baroque, located inside the Santo Domingo Temple in Puebla. It was built between 1650 and 1690 and is the result of a project promoted by the Dominican order, who were passionate about devotion to the Virgin of the Rosary. Origins and construction. The first Dominican friars arrived in Mexico in 1526. By 1531, they began building the Santo Domingo Temple in Puebla. The chapel attached to the temple was started almost 120 years later. Religious inspiration. This was the first chapel in Mexico dedicated entirely to the Virgin of the Rosary. For the Dominicans, who were devoted to the Virgin, the chapel was not only an act of faith, but also a way to teach the faithful how to pray the Rosary through art. Immediate recognition. When it was consecrated in 1690, Friar Diego de Gorospe described the chapel as the House of Gold and the eighth wonder of the world. This recognition has lasted to this day. The magnificence of Poblano Baroque. The interior of the chapel shows the richness and attention to detail typical of new Spanish Baroque. Golden decoration. The walls are covered in plaster with stucco reliefs gilded with 22-karat gold leaf. To prepare the stucco, 24-karat gold was used, along with a mixture of flour, egg white, and water. Religious iconography. The reliefs and sculptures depict angels, animals, plants, and religious symbols that celebrate the Rosary. The dome features 60 angelic figures and representations of the gifts of the Holy Spirit. Paintings and murals. The nave's walls display 6 paintings by José Rodríguez Carnero, illustrating the joys of the Virgin. A large mural above shows the triumph of the Rosary. Altar and tiles. The main altarpiece houses the image of the Virgin. The lower walls are covered with Puebla Talavera tiles that represent the pearls of a rosary. Historical impact. Worldwide recognition. In 1987, the Rosary Chapel, along with Puebla's Historic Center, was declared a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site. Papal visit. During his visit to Mexico in 1979, Pope John Paul II visited the chapel and called it the Reliquary of the Americas. Cultural importance. The chapel is a landmark of Puebla's cultural heritage and a top tourist destination, attracting visitors from around the world. Where is Puebla? Puebla, also known as Heroica Puebla de Zaragoza, is located in central eastern Mexico at the foot of the Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl volcanoes. It's about 100 kilometers, or 2 hours by bus, southeast of Mexico City and is the capital of Puebla State. Address: 4 Poniente and 5 de Mayo, Historic Center, Puebla, Puebla. Days: Tuesday to Sunday. Cost: free admission. If you loved this tour, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to discover more wonders of Mexico. And remember, visit Mexico, visit Puebla, and experience the history, art, and culture that only this city can offer.